How y'all doing? I'm gonna say this. Let's get this going. I give praises and honor to the great mother that created all, that created everything, all the universes, that created everything, even the matrix itself. I give all praises to her for all the life lessons, all the protection that she have given. Most of all, I want to give thanks to her, to those that are watching. I ask her to protect those that are striving for righteousness and that are actually finding out about the matrix and working on getting out the matrix. That are actually striving in righteousness. Another thing I want to give that another thanks I want to give to is the ancestral spirits. May they guide and protect those that are actually following and doing the best to go towards righteousness. I want to give all praises to the angels and archangels to ask for protection and guidance for those that are striving for righteousness and to protect us from the unrighteous. The ancestors for their guidance and also protection. And I ask you to guide and protect those that are watching that are actually striving for righteousness. To protect us also from those that are unrighteous. And on that, I want to say Ashe. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Miss Shelley, how are you? All right. So, what I want to talk about, I want to go back to the ringing of the ears. The ringing of the ears, because I really want to feel like I need to go more in tune with this. The ringing of the ears is a calling, like I said. Many of you get the calling, some of you don't know what it is. You can go to the doctors and they'll say nothing wrong with your hearing. There's nothing wrong with your hearing at all. What it is the ancestors getting you in tune. And it's actually, they're letting you know they're around. If your left ear rings, that means they're trying to get you back in tune. There's something out of order. When the right ear is ringing, that means that you're intact and they're actually helping you and guiding you, and they're going to start giving you downloads and so on. Okay. And I said a book that I recommend, Earth Angels by Doreen Virtue. Like I said, last time I saw it was $7. The price might have went up. Hey, peace. How you doing, Gatorade? So what you need to understand is that book called Earth Angels by Doreen Virtue, it's like this size, I think, or a little bit bigger, but you can put in your pocket or your pocketbook. Okay? You can even put it in your book bag if you carry your book bag. But I recommend that book to help you out to start off with the ringing, and it goes in details about that. What it is that we need to realize that we are spiritual beings living a human experience. A lot of us have spiritual gifts that we haven't tapped into yet. Some of them, you could actually have intuition, which is one of the psychic gifts that you have. Psychometry is when you pick up somebody's item and you can read them and know everything about them. Telepathy, when you talk to somebody telepathic, mind to mind. Clairvoyancy. Okay? Many of you have these gifts, and I wanted to share that with you so you'll know. What it is, you come from different realms, know it or not. Some of you come from different realms, star systems, you name it. But what they're not telling you is that the zodiac's up. Peace, how you doing? What they're not telling you is that you also had different lifetimes. You had different lifetimes. You've been here back and forth, some of you. I'm not going to say all of you. Some of you volunteered to come here. Some of you was forced down here because you didn't want to come back down here. But you have to do whatever the divine sent you here to do. It don't have to be all big and, humongous. You get what I'm saying? She said, your beard is too gray to be saying this. Well, how about this? I don't know you, and I will do this. All right, so we don't have time for ignorance. Um, and also, I'm coming to everybody to let you know that this journey is very serious. Now, whatever zodiac sign you are, I want you to know that you, peace. How you doing? Whatever zodiac sign you are, I want you to know you've been born with three zodiac signs: your sun sign, which is the sign you were born under, but also your sun sign is broken into three decans. Okay, you have three decans. Okay, those decans, whatever zodiac sign is, you type it in. Whatever day you were born on, type in the deacons, whatever deacon it is. Then you look up the deacon and see what day your zodiac sign falling for is your sun sign. Then you have your ascendant sign, which is your rising sign. Then you have your moon sign. This is also part of your spiritual genetic makeup. Many of you have things that you came here to do and got things to take care of. Some of you need to also realize that you chose to be born in the families that you are born in. And you signed up for that because you more than likely are the black sheep and the healer of your family. Keep that in mind. You are probably the person that's going to break all of the generational curses. And if you have children, then maybe, if not, you and your children are here to break those generational curses. Okay? I come on here because many of us, thank you, World Warrior, I appreciate that. Okay? Let me see. And also, I want to share with you all that we got so much to do on this plane. You have your own individual paths. I cannot tell you what path you're on, but what I can do is figure out, if not all of us can figure out, what is it that you're into, your passion, because that might be something that you have to use to help out the planet and also those around you. Those that are watching, I'm telling you, many of you are healers, and you are here to break those generational curses. And it's things that a lot of us that know this, we come on here and try to reach out because we know, like you all that's watching, we want to make a change in the world, in our communities. We're getting tired of the same old BS. We're getting tired of all the lies, all of the swindling, all of the BS that's going on in the world today. So, I created this channel for an outlet, for us to really build and figure out what we want to do to help out one another and uplift one another. I don't care what nationality you are, but if you're here on positivity, let's do it. But I want you to know, with my shell, which is my physical appearance, I am melanated. Okay? But I also am here to help out the human race and figure out what can we do to help out one another to grow. What can we do to make changes in the world? It came to the point that I'm giving you a little bit about myself, if y'all don't mind. I'm gonna give you a little bit more information about me. I am 43 years old. I was born 1981. I was born with certain things that I was able to do when I was a child. I come from a single family home, single mother, same old scenario. But my grandparents raised me along with my aunts, my uncles. But I always knew I was different. I had a serious imagination when I was a child. But the imagination wasn't even an imagination. I kept on saying that I kept on making up games of fighting evil. That's what I kept on saying. I came here to fight evil, fight against evil people. I kept on saying that when I was a child. And I kept on saying I'm here to do right things, good things for people. I said that when I was a child. As I got older, I started realizing certain things that were different. I would have dreams, visions when I was a child. Hi, peace. I would have dreams and visions as a child, and I didn't know what was going on. I couldn't go to my mom. I couldn't go to my dad. My dad was in the military. I couldn't go to none of them. I couldn't go to my grandparents because I would see stuff. And I would hear things, see things, and I would always get scared. So as time went on, I don't like thunderstorms, but I'm going to get into that. One day I was younger and I was talking to the thunderstorm. No, it's kind of sound crazy, right? And I was talking to the thunderstorm and I was saying, if this is what I'm supposed to do, please give me a flash of lightning, right? Why the heck lightning flashed? And I'm like, if this is what need to be done, or I need to know this, can I hear a clap of thunder? Clap of thunder. Now, mind you, I'm scared of thunder and lightning. I don't get, but I had something told me to do that, and I'm in the house doing this. I was a child. So fast forward, here I am. I start reading information about crystal children, the rainbow warriors. I start reading about star children, different star constellations. Start reading about different dimensions. I start reading about all of this. And then I met this lady, and I was doing security, and this lady literally told me, she's like, I know what you are. My friend and I talked, and I said, okay, what you mean? She's like, you are what they call a light worker. And she's like, you're the one that actually help people that's on their path, and you help point them the direction and guide them to help them wake up. But she said also, you have things to do here, right? So fast forward, I started going through different schools of thought. I hung out with the Hebrew Israelites. I hung out with the Moors, the Muslims. I started hanging out with all these different people in different schools, Christians, everything. I hung out with them. People that practice Buddhism, I hung out with them. People that practice Hinduism, I hung out with them. And I came to the conclusion that everybody's trying to find God, but all these different religions pretty much are saying the same thing. And I'm like, okay. Then I started research. But then I started seeing visions of different beings in the spirit realm. And these beings look melanated like me. And I'm like, well, who is this? And then I came across this book called The Great Black Mama of Creation by Dr. Suzar. And then I started reading about the Black Survival Guide and talk about the reptilians and all this other. I started reading about that, came across Dr. Malachi York information, all of this stuff. David Icke, David Wilcock. I came across all these different people. Okay. Dolores Cannon. I started coming across all these different people along the way. Okay. And I started getting into astrology. I started getting into numerology. Numerology I learned on my own, but I stopped doing it. So fast forward, here I am now. I found out what I want to do, and I decided to go ahead and go into African ancestral spiritual practices and also indigenous practices as well. So next year, I'm going to be going through a lot of this, and I'm going to be helping out those from all walks of life. And that's where I stand at. Fast forward when I'm like last year, I'm just giving y'all a story about how far it came and where I'm at right now today. Last year, during December 23rd, I almost passed away. And I made it. I survived. I don't want to say what happened, but I almost passed away. So what happened? I stayed in the hospital for a while. And I received a message from my godfather's wife. And she said that the Creator spared you. She said, you have a serious calling. And I'm not going to lie to you all. I ran from my calling for a long time. I didn't want to go through the calling, because with that is great responsibility. and I helped out so many different people in the city of Baltimore. I used to walk the streets of the city of Baltimore and teach spirituality and consciousness. And I always gave thanks to the ancestors. I always gave thanks to the Most High. And I look at the Most High as a feminine energy. I look at the Most High as being a divine mother. That's how I look at her. Um, and I feel like the divine mother created the divine father. That's just my spin on things. But and it's also shown in Freemasonry. Miss Shirley, I appreciate it. But my godfather's wife said that I had a calling, and she said to create a spirit in me. And I said, yeah, it's a higher calling, and she agreed. And I was like, well, I told her, I said, well, I got to go into these initiations next year. I have to. So I reached out to certain people, and my job is to help uplift fallen humanity. Who is fallen humanity, you ask? I'm gonna be real with y'all, and I don't like mentioning race, but I gotta be real. Fallen humanity is the so-called black woman, the mother of all humanity, who created all of the whole entire human race. It is my job to help uplift her, to wake her up, to realize who she is, and help her realize about who her men are, and let the world know where everything came from that they're practicing and that they're doing, so the world can actually finally acknowledge the melanated man and woman, but mainly the woman and the man. I say it like that. But at the same time, as well, not to show any favoritism, but to be there for humanity itself. To let everybody know that all of human life on this planet have some melanin in them in order to survive this planet. And we all go by vibrations. Some of our vibrations are higher than others. You get what I'm saying? And that don't mean that you're not going to make it to the next stage in life. It's just that everybody vibrates differently. Everybody vibrates at a different spectrum, a different frequency per se. And I'm here to let everybody know that it's time for all of us to wake up as the human family, as the human family. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to just guide everybody. It doesn't matter your nationality, but I just want you to know that I'm here to point the direction for all of us to live in harmony and figure out what can we do to help out one another. This is what I'm here for too. And Ifa, my godfather told me, those that are I don't like this, those that are Caucasian, that are in Ifa, a lot of their ancestors, if they're in it, their ancestor was melanated and was a priest or priestess. That's how they are also initiated. That's what my godfather told me. Okay? Because in that practice, there's no racism. It's all about the creator. The creator, that's what we go by, the creator. And the name that the creator that they do in Ifa is called Odumare. Now, that's what I would say. And then it's like, I also look into other things, and Ifa is like 100,000-year-old tradition, 100,000 plus year old tradition. They try to say religion, I call it tradition. It predates Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Hinduism, Buddhism, all of that. It predates all of that. But anyway, I digress on that. But I just want to let y'all know that I'm here to help out humanity as much as I can, all of humanity, but mainly the sisters, to help uplift them and help them remember who they are. To have the brothers remember who they are, and have the world remember who we are. And I went to the Moore Science Temple, Temple 13 in Baltimore, Maryland. I graduated 2016 from that class. My national Grand Sheik is Joe Bratton Bay. Islam to him, because he helped me out a lot. But he been guiding me along the way when I talk to him when I need him most. He's a great elder. This elder, I want to speak real highly about this elder real quick, and then I'm going to go into more details about what we're going to talk about. This elder literally helped Louis Farrakhan get back over here. When Louis Farrakhan was actually stuck in the Middle East, it was Joe Bratton Bay that got him out of there and brought him back over here. Joe Bratton Bay received letters for the Ku Klux Klan, who said out their mouth they know who we are as a people and they respect Noble Drew Ali. Um, Another thing about Grand Sheik Joe Bratton Bay is that he received letters from Donald Trump, and he's acknowledging who we are as far as melanated people. I just want to put that out there too. And Donald Trump is a Freemason as well. Just want to put that out there so everybody will know. He's a 33rd degree, and also I think he's a part of the Knights of Templar. Um, and us Moors know. So, but anyway, I'm here to I digress on that, but I just want to give you all a quick story, and here I am today talking to all of you. I'm here to do my best to help out everybody. I want to build this channel not for myself but for all of you, because we all need an outlet. We all need people that we can converse with on these chats that you might can become, well acquainted with. And I really want to build with others, and I want to build to the point where as though this channel can be so big that it can turn into a network for us, where we can give back to our communities worldwide, globally. Don't matter what, like I said, don't matter what nationality you are. I'm here as a star seed, as a person that had different lifetimes, that know that they had different lifetimes here. You know what I'm saying? And that want to give back, because I know what I have in my DNA and my genetic makeup physically. And I know I had other lifetimes as different nationalities. So I'm here to help out and help shape the world the best way possible, because I want to make the world a better place. Not just for us, but for future generations. Life is too short and too precious to be stuck on just be stuck on the so-called racism and all that other stuff. To be stuck on all the nonsense. I just want to build with everybody and have this thing be done, and give all praises to the sisters and the brothers, and also to give back to fallen humanity, to give back to humanity itself, and to give back and do the work of what the divine want me to do, and to give all y'all praises and thanks for y'all watching. So that's what I wanted to give y'all a little short, hope not too long-winded of a story. And Miss Shelley, I want to say thank you for saying what you said. But okay, time to go back to the regular schedule programming. Now, when it comes down to the ringing of the ears, it is a call. It is aligning you back. It is also helping you receive downloads. It is also your ancestors contacting you, letting you know what time it is. It is most definitely serious that you know who you are and what you came here to do. And you have to do a lot of soul searching. Many of you are loners. A lot of you don't have a lot of friends. A lot of you are loners, because the simple fact is you use a lot of discernment. You are different. You are the black sheep. You are always the black sheep, but everybody come to you for help or ask you for advice. Y'all ever notice that? Because the simple fact is, out of all your family members, you are the black sheep, because you are the one that always seem to find a way out of things. And your family members or even so-called friends be noticing that you always find a way out of things, and your way of thinking is very intriguing. So I just wanted to say that. I just think it's wonderful how it went from 7 people to 1. But this is something that I really want to say, is that you are that person that they always come to. And you always trying to figure out why y'all coming to me. Y'all don't fool with me. Y'all don't hang out with me. Y'all don't talk to me. Yada, yada, yada. Because you're special. They know that. See, people subconsciously, they can tell your energies. They can tell your energy. You are the one that always seem to carry the weight of your family on your back, or even down to your friendships. You are the one that that's pretty much the nucleus, if you catch my drift. And it's not to give you a big head or to boost up your ego, but everybody come to you, and you're trying to figure out why y'all coming to me. I'm trying to make it like everybody else trying to make it, right? Because you have this divine makeup in you that makes you unique and stand out. And the creator gave you a gift, That gift, I can't tell you, right? But that's why you got to do the soul searching. That's why you have to really start looking into things. You have to really start asking questions. You know, you got to start meditating, look within yourself on what makes you unique. You have your own divine purpose in life. All of you do. And the thing that makes you stand out is your energy, and guess what, how you conduct yourself, because you're not like everybody else. That ring in the ear keeps you in tune, it keeps you aligned. You see these numbers 444, 3333. All you see all these different numbers. You see the 1111s, the 37s, the 38s, the 39s. You know what I'm saying? Some of you probably even see 1010 or the 310s, which equals one, like the three ones. You're going through these stages in life. These numbers are part of your awakening. It's awakening your DNA. Because you have to remember, you're made out of energy. The divine is energy, and you're part of that divine spark. Even if you are negative, guess what? You're part of the experience. The negative, guess what? If you're positive, you're part of the divine. Guess what? That's dealing with positivity. Some of you have duality and mastered it, which make you a serious master in life when it comes down to spirituality, because you know how to balance yourself. See, that's why I keep on saying balance is the key. You can't have too much of both. You got to know how to balance yourself. Everything has to be straight down the middle for you, because you can't be too positive where people walk over you. You can't be too negative where people can say that you're negative. They're trying to attack you. You got to know how to balance yourself. Some of us don't know how to do that, and it takes work. That's why you're striving to be the better version of you. And I hope that that's making those that are watching think and say, you know what, you got a point there. See, a lot of people don't want to talk about this. Yeah, that ringing in the ear, it keeps you aligned. That left side that tells you you got to get back in line again. That right say, okay, you're in tune. And then also, you have a direct link to beings that are multidimensional and so on, because you know why? You are multidimensional and didn't even know it. You are multi-dimensional and don't even know it. Do you not know that in another dimension that you might be wealthy and you don't even know that? And that this life right here, this dimension, you're trying to catch up to that other side of you in the other dimension. I hope you know that. Some of you in another dimension could be a spiritual guru and stuff like that. And you're going through these transformations and trying to figure out, why am I having visions? Why am I seeing things? Why am I, having these premonitions? Because the other side of you in another dimension have that, and this side of you in this dimension is trying to catch up to that one, if that make any sense. I really want you to think. I'm on here to make you say and everything I'm telling you is interesting, because I talked to my therapist yesterday. I talked to my therapist and I told her, I said, there's a theory that I'm hoping that the scientists and biologists finally find out, that those that have all this, because everybody on this planet damn near is not 100% of what nationality they are, right? And I said, I'm waiting for scientists to finally make a breakthrough. Thank you, Miss Shelley. I said, I'm waiting for scientists to make a breakthrough. And she said, what kind of breakthrough? That people that's mixed with all these different nationalities, that they finally say that all these different nationalities that's in your DNA, that you were that in another lifetime. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for them to say that. And she's like, I'm like, yeah. She's like, that's right. I'm like, yeah. I'm waiting for them to say, anybody that has da 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 da. If you have Asian in your bloodline, if you have Irish and da 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 da, all these different nationalities in your bloodline, I'm waiting for them to finally say that's what you were in another lifetime. Because remember, they keep saying that you are your ancestors. Think about that. You are your ancestors. Think about it. So, therefore, you really got to really start thinking, because everybody on this planet has melanin. Blood has a whole lot of melanin in it. I'm just saying, got to think about that. See, we need to really study this stuff. But I really want to let you know it's time to get back in line again. Now, I don't want to keep on talking, and I'm just waiting for more people to come on here other than Miss Shelley just talking. I'm waiting for other people to say something, be like, hey, like, you know what? This is what I'm going through. This is what I see. This is how I feel. Because it went from 7 people to 1, 2, 3, then 4. Well, I don't, it's like this. I'm not here to pique your interest. I'm not going to be animated yet. I'm not. Not yet. I'm very animated, but I'm not going to be animated yet. Because I want to know who am I talking to. I want to know who all my subscribers and listeners are. Because I don't want to feel like I'm doing anything wrong to offend or bother anybody or to annoy anyone. But I'm not here to let everybody know I'm my people's pleaser, because I'm not. I want everybody to know that this is different. And I want y'all to know that you are different. That's what makes you unique. Okay? Now, I really want y'all to know, when it comes down to it, that where we at in life, where we at in society, where we at on our journey, some of us are finding ourselves. Some of us trying to figure out ourselves. But you got to keep in mind, you are the greatest person there is. Nobody can be you but you. That's it. But I'm going to talk about something more than likely. I might be back on here later on because I might not go to class today. Because I've been having my depression spells going on because I suffer from depression and anxiety. Okay, I put a little bit of my personal business out there, and I've been diagnosed with depression and anxiety. Because for one, I know why I suffer from depression. I want to make the world a better place, and it's things out of my control because I want to see. Oh wow, I didn't. Wow, interesting. That means a lot, Miss Shelley. That says a lot about you and I. I didn't forget about the last stream I did to put my email up and everything, so I ain't forget. I'm just taking care of my kids. But I want everybody to know I have a family to take care of too, and a lot is on my shoulders. You know what I'm saying? But I come on here to help out those that are going through anxiety, that's going through depression, and let you know you're not by yourself. You want see people like us. We want to make the world a better place. And we don't like certain things. We don't like when people get hurt. We want to help out people. One thing about people like us, we want to help out society, want to help out people. But at the same time, people have the tendency of using people like us. And what I mean by people like us, I'm talking about the star children that have the heart, mind, body, and soul of being generous, that want to help out the world, that want to help out children, that want to see families grow. They want to see real love that's genuine. We want to see real love that's genuine, not people using other people because of what that person have. And this is why I also created this channel, so people can relate to people like us. Everybody want excitement and all that. That's understandable. But when are we going to start being real? When are we going to stop living in the fantasy and start being in reality? The reality is, yes, you are a spiritual being living a human experience, but you also have to realize you have a human side to you as well. That human side have emotions, feelings, and so on. You can be spiritual all day, but you also have feelings. That's why I said let's also go back into reality too. You can be spiritual all day. The spiritual do affect the physical. It does affect the reality. It's about how you perceive and how you do things in your life. I hear people keep on talking about this new world thing, and I'm going to say it again. The new world is not the new world. It is the old world. All we are doing is trying to catch up to the old world. All that stuff, dealing with bricks, dealing with all this crypto crap. I guarantee you in ancient time they had that, because like I said in the last stream, they have found in caves of helicopters, cars, and all of that. That's how serious and high technical they were and tech savvy they were. This stuff is not new. This is old stuff. Matter of fact, I don't even know if y'all remember, they found the so-called black woman with locks inside a spaceship. Did y'all even know that? And her skin still was on her freaking body. See, it's so many things that I really want to go into details with. Exactly, Miss Sheila. And Miss Michelle, yes. I kid you not. They found her in a daggone spaceship with locks in her hair. Skin still in tune and still look like this skin. Eyes closed. And I say this because that's old information that they don't even put out in the main media. All this stuff has already been here. I don't want to hear, oh, this is the new world. No, it's not the new world. It's the old world. It's the ancient world. It is, when you say golden age, that's dealing with the original age. See, we got to really start looking at this. When you say the new world, what new world are you talking about? You talking about the ancient world? The ancient world is already here. They're finding fossils and all of that stuff of giants and all of that. They're finding all of that. They're finding stuff new, like in multiple ways. There's a reason why all the governments in Antarctica with that wall, because it's another dimension, another portal over there. Did y'all know that? Matter of fact, there's so many things about extraterrestrials that everybody's talking about. I'm going to give you a star constellation right now. Andromeda. How many brothers and sisters that's on here that know that Andromeda was actually named after a so-called black princess or black goddess? That's who Andromeda, and she had locks in her hair. I did the research. See, we got to really start looking at this shit. Excuse my language. Because there's a YouTube channel that I'm subscribed to. I think it's called Without History. And they talk about the Anunnaki. They talk about ancient civilization. They talk about ancient America and all the above. And they tell you who we're here first. They talk about all of that. And I'm subscribed to their channel. And I learned stuff that I knew about, or I start learning different things. And this is something that we need to really talk about. That's why I said, at the end of the day, I'm all about helping out the human race, but we got to start talking about the facts. We got to start talking about the unsung heroes. We got to start getting down to the real, what they call the nitty gritty and crap like that. We need to start talking about some real stuff so we all can heal from the past to move forward in the future, which is now. The future always been in the now. Every minute that goes by is the past. Did you know that? Every minute that goes by is the past. Every hour that goes by is the past. Every minute is the future. Every second that goes forward is the future. Every minute that goes forward, the future. Every hour that goes forward is the future. Everything else from that is the past. See, I really want everybody to really think about this. You could say, oh, I'm 50 years old, but what is your age really? You got to remember, the calendar that we're going by is not the original calendar. It's the Gregorian calendar. 365 days in a year. In the beginning, if I'm not mistaken, it was 360 days, if I'm not mistaken. And it was actually 13 months instead of 12, if I'm not mistaken. So, but the Gregorian calendar, which is very interesting from what I tell everybody, the Gregorian calendar is built around the woman. And I'm going to tell you why I say that. 365 days equals the number 14. The number 14 equals the number 5. The number 5, let me slow it down. So I don't want to talk too fast. I want y'all to follow me. In the Gregorian calendar, there's 365 days in a year. If you add those days up, 365 days, you have 3, 6, 9. 9 plus 5 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. Now, what shape equals the number 5? The pentagram. The pentagram, people say, oh, that's the witchcraft thing. Da, da, da. Oh, that's all. No. No. That is feminine. I'm going to teach you this. Now, the pentagram represents the woman. Now, peep this, and I want you to hear this carefully. The pentagram represents the woman. Listen to what I'm about to say with these words. Okay? Listen carefully. Arm, leg, arm, leg, arm, head. What name did I give you? Allah. Allah is the name that I gave you. That 5 represents the womb man or the woman, with a man with a womb, which gives birth to create, that gives birth, that deals with creation. Right? The Moors have the pentagram as their symbol. Oshun, the Yoruba deity, or the Yoruba Alicia, Oshun number is 5, and her symbol is the pentagram. Now, I just wanted to put that out there. 365 days in a year, which is the number 5, and the whole 12 months, they got the different phases of the moon. The moon is representing the water. The water symbolizes the womb, which means that the womb is connected to who? The woman. The moon is also connected to the woman. There's different phases of the moon in 365 days in a year. And in the 365 days in a year, the woman goes through her menstrual cycle, which is dealing with the moon cycles, or the multiple cycles of the moon. I.e., this whole planet, which is feminine, is built around the woman. But there's a particular kind of woman that was here first, that it was built around. The Moorish woman, the so-called Israelite woman, the so-called black woman, the so-called African woman, has been built around you. The sacred geometry, honestly, that Masons study is you. And everybody knows this except for you. Peace, how you doing, Finn? So, I just wanted to reiterate that everything has been hidden. The sacred geometry is the woman. 365 days equals the number 14, which is 5, which is the pentagram, which represents arm, leg, arm, head, which equals Allah. If you look up the name, if you really want to look up the real name for Allah, is Allat, A-L-L-A-T. Look that up. I'm here to give you some information to help you out on your journey. Buffering me, so I'm saying some real stuff right now. They're buffering me now because I'm saying something that makes sense. So what I'm gonna start doing, I'm gonna start going on StreamYard. And when I go on StreamYard, I'm gonna start saying stuff that I really want to say now. All right. So on that note, family, I'm gonna go ahead, take my tail in the house and get ready for my day. I just want to say, to me, it was a lovely stream, and I hope y'all learned something. And those that are suffering from anxiety and depression, things want to get better. It's just because you are empathic, and that you want changes in the world in your life, and you want people to realize that you are different from others. Many of us go through empaths, and many of us feel other people's pain. And that's not cool, because people that are empathic, we feel other people's energies, is not a good feeling. That's why we gotta know how to protect ourselves. Protect your energy, my beloveds. May your day be great, and may you be honest, and may you be most definitely righteous and great in everything that you do. For I just want to let y'all know that a brother here loves you. And it's me, your brother Greenlight, aka B Forte, L or ill, okay? And you spell ill, EL. So it's me, your brother, and I want to say I love all of y'all. Dedicate your life to greatness, because you deserve greatness that life have to offer you.